Hello, I'm Deepak and I'm going to sing a beautiful and very serious song, one of the greatest songs of Mohammed Rafi from 1957 movie Pyaasa. This particular song, of course, the music was given by S D Burman, lyrics by Sahir Ludhianvi, and he, in this movie, Guru Dutt has acted, directed, produced, screenplay, etc., all by him, and story by him. What has happened is that his name is Vijay in this movie. He is a poet. He writes about social issues, about poverty, and the publishers want him to write romantic poems and not some serious subject. So they laugh at him. Even his own brothers laugh at him. And all his poems, nobody buys it. So his brother is selling his poem as a scrap paper. So one day, a prostitute named Gulabo, that is Waheeda Rehman, buys this scrap paper and she comes across his poem and she reads it and she loves it. So then what happens is that Vijay is really does not know what to do because he's very poor, has no money. So he actually works for a publisher, Mr. Ghosh Rehman, and he comes to know that his wife, Mala Sinha, or Meena, was actually Vijay's ex-girlfriend. They split up, even though she's still in love with him, but they split up for the security reason. She married this publisher, Mr. Ghosh. And so there is that song comes by Hemant Kumar, Jaane wo kaise log the jinke. And then what happens is that Vijay is walking around the train station and it's quite cold and the poor man is shivering, so Vijay gives him his coat. And then suddenly the man tries to cross the tracks and gets hit by the train. Vijay also gets hurt and is taken to the hospital. But when people see this man has died and was wearing Vijay's coat, they think Vijay has died. Now, in the meantime, Gulabo takes the poem to Mr. Ghosh to publish it. He really loves it when he reads the poem, and then the poem becomes instant success, and he earns a lot of money from it. Now, Vijay recovers and comes back. So when Mr. Ghosh sees him, he is shocked. So he bribes Vijay's good friend Shyam and his family also, saying that, look, Vijay has died and this guy who's saying he's Vijay is a crazy person. So they ultimately put him in an asylum. That is where his friend Johhny Walker Abdul comes and helps him to escape from that asylum. Now, Mr. Rehman or Mr. Ghosh is celebrating Vijay's death. There is a memorial service for Vijay, who is the dead poet Vijay, who has become very famous after the death. He's having a function. So Vijay crashes that celebration, and this song comes on. Ye Dunia Agar Mil bhi Jaaye To Kya Hai. This is one of the best songs, such a serious song with a lot of meaning, even true today. So that song comes on. After that, people see that, oh, Vijay is still alive. And his family also realizes. So they side with Vijay. And then another publisher offers him more money to publish his movies. Then that publisher holds a function to honor Vijay. But Vijay gets really upset about all the hypocrisy of the world. So he just walks out of there and he wants to start all over a new life with Gulabo. He wants to live alone, but in the movie, they changed that he's going away with Gulabo or Waheeda Rehman, and the movie ends. Movie had excellent music by S D Burman. Jaane Kya Tune Kahi, Jaane Kya Maine Suni, and then this song, particular song, Ye Dunia Agar Mil Bhi Jaaye To Kya Hai, Hum Aapki Aankhon Mein, then the song by Hemant Kumar. So it's just wonderful music, wonderful movie, one of the best movies ever made in Hindi cinema in the last 75 years. Even the Time magazine considers is in one of the top 25 movies made ever in the world. So let's listen to this great song by Mohammed Rafi. ये महलों ये तख्तों ये ताजों की दुनिया, ये इंसान के दुश्मन समाजों की दुनिया, ये महलों ये तख्तों ये ताजों की दुनिया, ये इंसान के दुश्मन समाजों की दुनिया, ये दौलत के भूखे रवाजों की दुनिया, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। हर एक जिस्म घायल, हर एक रूह प्यासी, निगाहों में उलझन, दिलों में उदासी, ये दुनिया है याल में बदहवासी, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। यहाँ एक खिलौना है इंसान की हंसती, ये बसती है मुर्दा परस्तों की बसती, यहाँ पर तो जीवन से है मौत सस्ती, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। जवानी भटकती है बदकार बनकर, जवान जिस्म सजते हैं बाजार बनकर, यहाँ प्यार होता है व्यापार बनकर, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। ये दुनिया जहाँ आदमी कुछ नहीं है, वफा कुछ नहीं, दोस्ती कुछ नहीं है, ये दुनिया जहाँ आदमी कुछ नहीं है, वफा कुछ नहीं, दोस्ती कुछ नहीं है, यहाँ प्यार की कद्र ही कुछ नहीं है। ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। जला दो इसे फूंक डालो ये दुनिया, जला दो जला दो जला दो इसे फूंक डालो ये दुनिया, मेरे सामने से हटा लो ये दुनिया, तुम्हारी है तुम ही संभालो ये दुनिया। ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है। Thank you very much.